Ahsoka Tano, a Clone Wars veteran and now a wandering Jedi. Ahsoka forges her own path in the galaxy, righting injustices that she discovers. Hello and welcome to Centurions Corner, and today we are reviewing from Star Wars The Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano. It just seems weird actually that it's over a year ago since this character actually appeared in The Mandalorian Season 2. It's like that timing has completely gone. Like, I have no idea where that time has gone. Anyway, so yeah, this is how she's pictured in The Mandalorian with it is her. It is the likeness of Rosario Dawson. But it's quite nice to have this Ahsoka as well, because she looks cool. I really like the sort of ninja-esque outfit that they kind of went for Ahsoka, especially that episode where it introduced her when she was running through the trees and stuff like that. Absolutely superb. But here she is in a window display. She's got her two lightsabers, has no other accessories. There's nothing else really that she actually needs, just those lightsabers there. It would have been quite nice to have the little cape though that she does wear. On the side, we just got that kind of picture of Ahsoka, looking more like Ahsoka than actually Miss Dawson, to be honest. On the back here, we've got the bio and that picture once again, and she's numbered 19 in the Mandalorian set. And on the side, we just got that gold rim going all the way around back to the front. So I guess without further ado, let's just crack this bad girl open. So here she is out of the packaging, just in a normal blister pack with those two lightsabers, and you can now see the full figure. So we just take her out for our first impressions before going off for a review. Yeah, really like that lightness. I want to see what kind of poses she can do, because the knee articulation here looks a little bit kind of crazy. But we'll go away, take some pictures, see what she can do, and we'll be back in a minute. Welcome back. We've been away, we're taking our photos, and oh my god, what a fantastic figure. I did have high expectations for this figure, and Hasbro have simply just blown it out of the park really well. I had my doubts about her because obviously she looks quite thick set in the legs with this sort of baggy pants and stuff like that, and I thought, how are they going to do sort of articulation and stuff on there? But it's done really well executed, really well. The only other figure that kind of this reminds me of that I could actually pull it aside to is the Darth Maul with his topless kind of look. Whatever kind of pose you put him in, it looks great, looks fantastic, and it's the same that goes for this Ahsoka as well. The sculpt, the actual articulation, just everything is well executed. There's a couple little things, you know, it's a normal Black Series kind of figure that do my head in. It's very minor, and it's actually the helps to the actual lightsabers itself, and that's not just for this Ahsoka, it goes to the other Ahsokas as well. They never seem to hold her lightsabers that well, to be honest with you. And I've got the other Ahsokas as well that I'll bring in at the end of the review. So yeah, going into it, she comes with two accessories, and they are her lightsabers here, and coming with the nice sort of white sort of fluorescent blade here, kind of done in a mist kind of thing. They look a bit kind of a katana kind of esque on this bit with the sort of like the little diamond sort of shapes there on the hilts coming around on this side. And as I was saying about the hilts, they always don't fit in a hand properly. They always kind of feel like they want to pop out and stuff like that. And I kind of wish that the sculpt inside was kind of bent rather than sort of straight, because that's what happens. They keep sort of popping out on those bits. But yeah, so she can hold it in reverse form and sort of straight anyway. And with the blades, they're easy to pop out, and they come with a nice long nib on there, so they're not going to snap anytime soon. With that, they've both got the little sort of loop at the bottom, and on her tunic there is a little tiny little nub just at the bottom here. Sometimes it just pops off, sometimes you just get it on the first go, and they just sit on there just like so. Good for photos, but would I recommend displaying her with it? No, because if it falls off your shelf, you're going to lose that lightsaber, and you're going to be hunting for a little while, to be honest with you. But taking those away, we can actually go into our articulation, and this is where the figure literally comes on fire. So with the head, you can tell that it's actually going to be a little bit hindered. So left and right, she can look down this far, and she can look back this far. So not a lot on there, but you can actually got a little bit of swagger in there if you wanted a little bit of a personality. But the shoulders here, we can go all the way around, and they can come up this far as well. so not too far. But if you look at the back, we've actually got a groove, so we can actually bring that arm right back around here. But it doesn't stop there either. This whole part here is actually a butterfly joint, so we can actually bring this right around. I haven't seen this at all on any kind of sort of like Black Series. Marvel Legends, yes, but not on these kind of figures, and that's absolutely sensational. Fantastic butterfly joint there. Great for doing lightsaber poses and everything on there. It's really, really cool. And you can actually bring them right around, even if she's catching some airtime, like just falling down to take out some assassin stormtroopers or something like that. With the actual rest of the arm, you know, we've got this sort of rotation here at the elbow, and it's on a single elbow joint here. Get it right around up to this way, up to about 90. Rotation at the wrist, and it's also on a hinge. The waist can go left and right, and she can look down this far and back this far. Leg wise, come up this way, forward and back. And now this bit's a little bit strange, so you can just see here that the upper thigh rotation is kind of sort of like a bit like a cricket sort of shin guard around on here. So you can actually turn the knee or the upper thigh around that. It kind of sort of like spins around at the top there. At the knee, we actually got the rotation at the knee as well, and it sort of actually goes behind on this part, and then it can bend it down this way. So it's kind of hidden away. You can't really sort of see it, but it's pretty cool. It's well done. You know, I have sometimes a bit of problem with the Black Series knees, but I think this one is done quite well. It's quite hidden as well. There's no upper thigh boot cut there or anything there, but we have got the rocker and a pivot at the ankle. But yeah, where again that one comes to life, and then you got the sculpt, and that just blows it all away. Putting it all together looks fantastic. So yeah, next up we can just go through her sculpt, and yeah, just take it in. It looks absolutely great. Just looks like Miss Dawson, and looking sensational. The sort of leku around on there, done really good. Nice white with the blue. The orange of her face is the right type of orange, and there's no kind of bleed at all around on these sort of like the tattoos. The eyes are done great with that face printing, and then the leather around on the back here. Going down to the actual tunic itself, so you can see an extra little bit of brown in there around on these sort of tabards and stuff. As I said before, like a very sort of like you know, sort of ninja-esque kind of look in here. The silver on there, like all the pinpoints around. We've got all the sort of bandages around going into the armour parts as well, and the beading carrying on, all the silvers around. I do think there's probably a few little paint apps that we maybe could apply to this just to bring them up these bits. Need to really look at some reference pictures and stuff, but I don't think Hasbro have really kind of missed off a lot on this figure, to be honest with you. And then going down, we've got the kind of sort of nice ruffles of that sort of lower leg sort of down here into her shins. So yeah, looking absolutely great. Really well done figure, really good. Really, you know, I think it's one of those figures that kind of, you just get it and you think, oh yeah, it's just like another one for the shelf. But yeah, Hasbro, you've done great. So the other Ahsokas that we do have, so this one here is the Rebels one, and this is from the original line as well. They did relaunch her with new face sort of sculpt or face apps on here. The only thing I've done to this one was actually put black eyeliner around it to make it look more kind of realistic in a way. Otherwise she looked really bare before. Again on this, the leku, absolutely sensational. The white with the blue looks great, and this was always my favourite Ahsoka, you know, so she's definitely been upgraded. This one now is definitely my favourite. So we'll just put this one to the one side if she will stand. Like so. And then the other Clone Wars Ahsoka. I've always had a bit of a problem with this one. Even though this one shares the same amount of body, so from the legs, I think even sort of like the lower arms and stuff on there, I always find this one falls over a lot more, and trying to get her into poses is a lot harder as well, so I'm not too sure on that one. And this one as well, the lightsaber hilts are way too big for her hands, so you never feel like you're actually getting a decent sort of pose of them. And also the lekus as well. Look great, nice long length and stuff on there, but it's that grey that matches this part here, and the sort of like it sort of bled into the top as well. It looks more grey as well, so it's not even white, it's just like an off grey for the whole figure. And then the orange of the actual figure itself really stands out a little bit too much for me. So yeah, this one's never been my favourite, but I'm quite glad to have the collection on the shelf and see the evolution of a sort of Ahsoka, really, because look how different they are, like, and it's all sort of based around the same figure. So it's pretty cool to have like the three kind of maidens, I guess, how she's sort of generated through time, you know, from being a really hated figure to something that's sort of like anticipated to something that's, you know, no one can actually wait for, and it's been fantastic. So anyway, that has been my review. Thank you for joining me on this one. Do I recommend the figure? Yes, go out, just go and get it. You know, it's about $23.99 and stuff like that. Once she's gone, she's going to be gone. So get out there and get off your high horse and go and buy her straight away. So thank you once again for joining me on this one. You can follow me on Instagram, you can like, subscribe, ding the bell, and I'll see you again next time. Take care. Bye.